Hello everyone. So today I am going to create this design. Here I will be showing you how to use the palette generator. Okay, and the palette generator, because when I was creating this design, I thought that whenever I select this type of image, it will go to this details page, and the color, bluish color, is coming slightly from the background, I would say, or whatever is the dominant color or muted color should be the background of this. Plus, when I was developing this, I thought that the text colors can also be modified to the to in contrast with the image background. Okay, so that's why I chose to use the palette generator, which was introduced as a library in Android. And this same thing is working in iOS as well as Android phones. So there is a plugin called palette generator. I will show you that. And yeah, nothing much in this UI. This will be a list, but I will develop this UI with some little bit different way, which I have been doing previously. Okay, also I will show you the structure of my project. So here is my project. I have divided my project into some folders. Model will have the member. So basically it's just a model. It has some values. So my member class has a name, which is similar to this name, then occupation, image path, which is also a local thing, and then there is a description. Okay, so four things here. This is a constructor, and this is my first member. Similarly, I have created second member, third member, and so on. So 6 members are created here, and all the 6 members are added into a list of members, right? And description is taken from Lorem Ipsum website, so text will be different. Second thing is this text is, I have kept it as a scrollable, so my team members will always be at the bottom, my name and occupation will always be on the top, cross button will also be there, and this part will be scrollable. Okay, so this is about my member model. In pages, I will create 2 pages. First will be my team member page, and second will be member detail page. Okay, and in resources, I will get back to you this on this later. So in widgets, I am going to create some common widgets like I would say this is the image. This is the image, right? It has some elevation, and its radius are also clipped. So I will be creating a clipped image widget, which will be a common widget for me. So I will put it inside widget folder. Second, and this widget can also be used here. That's why I have decided to create it as a common widget. I won't have to repeat the things. Plus, on the basis of a flag, which is called a compact mode. So this is the compact mode of the image, and this is the expanded mode. So I have kept a variable which is compact mode. If compact mode is false, this size will be applied. If compact mode is on, this size will be applied. Plus, I have created a I would say a list item. So it's a member widget. I would say this complete collection of image, name, and occupation is my member widget. In compact mode, I am not showing these two, and otherwise I am showing this, right? And then for this first name and last name, so there I have actually created a widget, name widget, which will actually split the name into 2 parts, first name and the second name, and I have separated with a new line. So this all goes into a common widget, name widget. Okay, so this is and same widget can be used here itself with a custom style. So that's why it was very good to create different widgets for everything. Now let's come to the resource file. Okay, I will start with the easiest, which I generally follow. So in my text styles dart, I only have I would say my styles. So I have an app bar text style, which applies to this R team. Then I have a name style and occupation style, which applies to this name and the occupation, but not to these. So for them, I have created name big style, and yes, that's it. Because this style and this style is this style is near about same. Only difference is that this is bold and this is not bold. So I have created a style called description text style, which is this one, and then this is a description bold style, which I use for this and our team members. Okay, so this is how my text styles is used. Then I come to sizes. Now you might be wondering why I have created this file. Well, if it's a very large project, you need to actually create some guidelines for other developers also to follow the same. So somebody if he wants to add 16.0, he might be doing a lot of times. Okay, so you can actually create a constant with size 60 so that he can use directly size 60 and we know what is the value inside it. So this is actually a design guideline sort of thing, which is actually given by the designers to us, whatever margin they actually put it into the designs, which is constant and symmetrical whole throughout the app, so that we can also create the same thing. Then in the colors, I know right now I'm using only blue color, so I've created here. Then in the assets, yeah, so this is also a very interesting thing. See, many times you might be confused, you might feel the pain of providing image path like this long. Okay, yeah, you have images folder, sorry, in the assets you have images, then you have members images. So I have also structured it like in a way you can have images of something else in the app. So right now it's a members images, so I have created a separate folder. Other folders will come inside inside images, and if you have icons, you can create another folder of icons. Okay, then so I have given I've created a static constant of this name, which actually refers to this JPG, right? And these are my 6 profiles which have images. And you might see in my member.dart, sorry, in my, just a second, in my model member.dart, you will see that my image path is assets.michel So this is the name of the member, occupation, and the image path. Image path I have referred like this. So this is a pretty I would say maintainable code, wherein you can add directly URLs here and proceed further. Okay, so this is the part of my structuring, what I did in this project. And we will go to puffpack.yml, and we will I just want to make sure that please set this version, because I'm going to use a little bit of newer Dart features that are already that are introduced in the recent version of Dart. Okay, so I'm using if while creating the widgets, right? And also you have to add a palette generator library, and you have to add this assets. So now let's begin the coding. First of all, I would like to add a team members page, right? And I will go to my pages, I will go to new, okay, and it's very stateless PG and team member, right? So what I have in this, I have a app bar, okay, which has a leading. So this leading is nothing but icon, and icons dot back, something like this. So keyboard backspace was the better suit for this type of icon, I would say. And the color will be, I would say, blue color. So this is also a good feature recently added into the plugin of Flutter or Dart, maybe, that you just don't need to import initially. Just you type blue color, and anywhere anything is declared in your project, it will come into your auto suggestions. So this is my leading. Even size, I don't know. Let's see if it is required to change the size. Then I have a title. So title is simple, it's a text, and our team, which is in caps. No, it's not in caps, so I'm adding our team. Then style, it's app bar text style. So what is in the text style? It's a size 24. See, I have used this size 24, which is uniform, declared here. Sometimes there might be some, see, the sizes are very common sizes. It's 1, then 2, 4, 8. You can also add 10, 12, 16, 20, 24. Some multiples of 4 or 2 will be good suit for this type of file. Okay, then there is a letter spacing of 2, and font weight is completely bold. So let's import this. Sorry, I don't know. Okay, so the same name I have to give to this, just as required. Okay, and then we can import it. Yeah, one thing I want to say you, see, there are 2 types of import now. Either you can directly import your complete URL, packages R2, then pages, then team member, and the second one is this. Right now Dart refers them as different resources, so you should be consistent in this. I would say choose a locally referenced Dart file, which will be helpful if you take this file outside also. I would say, see, you won't take your team member pages out of pages, right? It will be always inside pages. So it will be very good if you use like this. Okay, so I have done with this, and my center title will be 0, sorry, false. I don't want my title to be at the center. Elevation, I would say 0. Right, and background color, it's white. See, white is automatically defined, so I don't need to do that. Plus, yeah, so I would say let's run it. Let's see what is the output. So its output is like this. So it looks good, no problem in that. And color, I would say it's black or black 24 maybe. Let it be like this. So this is done. Now you might be able to see some difference in color here. I would showcase you like this. So suppose I take black color. Can you see this different color? Sorry, you cannot see. uh, but okay, I would say there is a difference. There is a difference. I cannot differentiate it right now, but there is a difference. This is white and this is slightly off white. So to change the color of this thing whole throughout the app, you can go to your theme data inside your material app and change the canvas color. This color is the color of the canvas, and if you now run it, see the slight difference is there. Okay, so now let's create a list view, simple list view, dot separated, yeah, I know, and then context index, simple, yeah, return something. Right now let it be container, and similarly this also applies to my separated builder, which can be a size box of, okay, height of size 20. See how easy it is when you are already creating sizes. You know that, yeah, we have to use this size. Then item count is nothing but members dot length, so it runs 6 times. Then okay, now we need to define this container. I am going to create a widget which is member widget, right? And yes, let us create this. And before this, I want to pass in name and yeah, occupation, yeah, and I want to pass a image path, or we could directly pass member. That would be very easy to do. And then what is the mode of this? Compact mode is false or true. If it is false, it should be shown here in the next screen. Otherwise this type of list here, it will be shown. So going to my widgets folder and going to create a new file, member widget, material stateless, right? And so how this is made, it's nothing but a row, children, and my first children. Now again, let's come to another widget which is called clipped image. Okay, let me don't do it like this so that you understand it. We need an image path now, so we can take that member here, member widget, and also compact mode. Initially this can be false because it is good not to not initialize this value, you know, because it will not be a case that you need to always specify this. Sometimes you forget, then you get full also. Then member dot image path. Okay, what is the size? Let us okay, so height 180, let's see, and 120 width. Fit can be box fit dot fit height, and yes, so image is done. And now I need to provide a size box of width, some size 20, and then I need to provide two widgets. Both will be the text widgets. One will be my name widget, but it should be in the column. So children, also they are aligned at the start of the axis, so it's a start. And yeah, So let me create a name widget now, or I will do it later so that you get to know what is the things. Member dot name, and style is name style, sorry, name style. And then I have a little size box of some very less height, which is some 8, right? And then a text where member dot occupation, and style will be occupation style, right? So this is how my this thing is created. There is a little bit elevation, but I will do it later on because I want to create a custom widget for this. Some space I have given here, and yeah, let's see if we can pull this one off. And inside this member, you can definitely go to members and index, so you have relative member according to that index. Let's see. Okay, so this is my output now. First of all, let's let's create a good item, good member widget, right? Okay, so this is my member widget, and I would like to replace this with my clipped image. So I'm going to create a widget clipped image, and my two things I will pass here. One will be my image path, which is nothing but member dot image path, and then a compact mode. So I will just pass in the compact mode from my parent widget into this. Let's create another widget like in the widgets. Okay, so this is my second common widget, and this will be helpful in the remaining of the project. Okay, so first of all, it should be a material because I need elevation, right? Okay, or do we have some parts, some material, automatic materials, maybe like rounded rectangle? No. So do I have rounded rectangle, something like that? Do I have a card? Yes, card can be a good thing. Do we have a border radius for this? Border on foreground, maybe it might work, but let's go with our own. So my elevation can be, again, it can be 10, or I would say 8 now. Then yeah, child. So okay, this is my image which I would like to have here, or sorry, not an image. It will be we have to make the corners round, so it will be clip rounded rect. Okay, clip r rect means clip rounded rect. Border radius will be like, okay, border radius dot all, and then radius dot circular, and the size can be maybe 12. Yeah, so this is my border radius. My child will be this thing. I copied it from the other where I already did it. Now we are missing something here, so we need two things here again: final string image path, right, and final compact mode. So bool compact mode, right, and then a parameterized constructor, right? So it will have image path. Now if it is a compact mode, my height I need is not 150, I need as 80 or 100, right? And if it's a compact mode, my width can be 80, right? So this is how I can change it. Similarly elevation also, since I don't have elevation when compact mode is not there, so I can directly give 0. And you can also create a size which can be denoted as size 0, so that your app is again maintainable app, right? So it's size underscore 0. I think you're getting it. Okay, no, sorry, if it's a compact mode, yes, reverse, fine. And yeah, so I have this. Yeah, now let's use this clipped image inside this. We have already used. Let's just import it, and as I said, you just add the relative paths, it will be okay. Image path, it has to be a capital P. Okay, let me run it and see how it looks now. Okay, so we have this curved image, but you can see there is a card behind, and the card's border radius is not given. So you need to give same border radius to material also. So I would say you can create a static thing which can be used everywhere. So final, and then the border radius, and yeah, card border, I would say card border radius equals to this thing. Will it work? Yeah. Can I use static const here? If we can use, it will be very good. Yeah, we can use. So, and can we use only, yeah, we cannot use this because yes, constants should be registered with static. And now it would be very maintainable thing. We can directly use card border radius wherever it is mentioned. And yes, why I want to just see one thing. If I'm not making it underscore, I want to see one thing while teaching you. Sorry. Can I use this card border radius outside of my widgets? Like, can I apply something? Can I take a container, or I would say decorated box? Let me just check it once. Decoration, and inside box decoration. Then I have a border radius. Can I use this? Let me just check. No. Why? Card. No, why? Okay. Maybe we can use with clipped image dot. Yes, this is how you can use. Now I want to make it local to this file. Maybe I would just want to check whether does it work. So I have used underscore. I think this has to do something with this. Yeah, now you cannot use it because whatever output I have, means whatever Flutter I have learned or Dart I have learned, I have seen that underscore means it's a private thing, some sort of private thing. I will confirm and let you know, but right now it is better to use underscore because we are using card border radius only in this file and we don't want to initialize it multiple times. That's why we are using a variable for this. Just note this and nothing else. And now let's see. So as you can see, I run it again and this border is gone. Okay, now let's work on something called Genie Duhe, the name. So I am going to member widget again. This text I don't like. I want the name to be in 2 lines. If it's a first name and surname, then 2 lines. If it's not a if surname is not there, just a 1 line. Okay, so we are going to handle that inside that widget. Okay, so I'm creating name widget, and my input for name widget will be nothing but the simple name. Member.name and the style, what I want to apply into that. Okay, so it will be name style, simple. This is how I can use it in my details page also. So I'm going to create my third widget now, which is name widget, and simple, again the same stuff, name widget. And now here I want to first of all just create 2 things: final string name and final style, text style, and name style, right? Or simply style, because yeah. Then create the constructor, named parameter constructor. So yes, okay. Now I want to use rich text. This is a new widget that I am teaching on this thing. Then inside text you can add text span, and beautiful part of text span is that it takes children, and children are also text span. Okay, so anything else? Yeah, let's okay, fine. Yeah, we don't need to do anything here. Text span, and yes, so I want to split this first of all. So I want name partitions. It's an array, sorry, it's a list of string. I'm going to divide my name by using split and by space, right? So this is my name. It has now either 1 element, or it's a name partitions is a list of 2 elements. So one of those things will be there. Now inside my children, right, children has to start with this. So first will be always be there, you know. I don't want to confuse you much, but there will always be a name. So inside name partitions, okay, it actually takes text, name partitions, 0, then no substrings, but it should be uppercase, right? And what should be the style? Name style, the style which we have passed, right? Now write a if condition. If name partitions dot length is greater than 1, which means it has surname also, then you need to just copy it here and add a new line, then add a dollar and wrap this inside that and take the second element out of it, and this double quote should be added here. I think you understood it. It's nothing but if there is a second element, you add a line break and yeah, and take the first of that. Suppose duhe will come into the this part and it will be converted to uppercase and style will be applied. I think this should work. Let's use it inside my name, inside my member widget, and remove this. Let's see how it looks. Okay, it looks fine, but as you can see, there is a space after surname, so you can remove this and it looks fine. Okay, fine, so it looks good. Now what else you need to do? I actually I am not sure whether this alone can work. I don't know. Let's see. It should work. Or text span is not a widget. Yes, it's not a widget, it's just a class. So we need to wrap this inside rich text itself. Okay, so this cannot be avoided. We are done with name widget, we are done with clipped image, and now it's time to, yeah, it's time to decorate this. I want to see, earlier how I would have approached this is I would wrap this list view dot separated inside a row widget where I will have some size box here, then the list, and then the size box. But this time around I don't want to use that. I just want to use yeah, I will be using row, but I won't be using size box because I don't want to I don't want to fix some sizes. I don't want to put sizes. So instead of that, I am going to give some margin from left hand side, and this will be my flex. Okay, fine. So flex is 1, and there is a child required, so child I can give just a container or anything. You can give a size box also, but without a width. Then I want list view dot separated to be inside another expanded widget. Okay, and here flex will be 10. So instead of, means, if I would have given size box something, it again depends on the what I would say, it depends on the screen size, whether it can be render flow exception can arrive there. That's why it's better to use something not fixed size. Okay, so I'm running this, and yes, now it looks like this. Okay, I can actually if you want to see it, click on this. So see this is my member widget. It's a list view. Okay, so this is my expanded thing. There is a second expanded, which is this one, and there is a third expanded. If you don't want to put the same space here, what you can do is you can increase this and reduce this. So if you make 2, it definitely becomes double of the last thing, and also everything is changed. It moves little bit this side and that, so it looks good now. Let me remove this Flutter inspector, right? Yes, so this is beautiful now. It looks very nice. Yeah, so we are good to go. When we click on this, we need to do something. So for that, I will be going into my team member pages in the list view in the member widget, and I can go to member widget. I can wrap this inside inkwell, right, and inside this on tab, what I can do is fine, on tab I want to navigate, push context. It's a material page route which takes in a builder context and returns a new page. Now let's create the page. New page, import material okay, stateless pg and member details page. Let me just rename it to member details page. Right, what I need to do, I just need to take a simple column here, children, and then inside this children I want to take a size box, or yeah, let's take size box because it's a fixed size. I know I have to take some space out of here, and then my cross button will come, and then this will come. So it's not much of the space, but it's not worth to use expanded here because it won't change. And here I can use size as something 40. Okay, let's see if it works. And then something is fishy. I guess it's not compiled because colors are missing here. Let me run. Okay, so member details page, what I will do is yes, I will use it. And you can also pass in a member here, members. Yes, that's it. You can import it, and you can create final member. Even you know, this can be done with provider package. I am going to cover that provider package in one of my other videos. I want to create a full-fledged complete guide on provider package, which is recently announced in Google I/O. Just researching around how can I demo you. Okay, so after this size box, I can have okay, I can have a align, and then alignment can be alignment dot no, this should not be this thing. Yes, I can. Okay, before this, you know, just forget this column. Use a stack first because I want to you know, put an image on in the background, right? So one thing, first I can just leave it. Use image.asset, right, and member.image path, and what will be the height of this? Simple, double dot infinity, and width again double dot infinity, right? That's it. So we have image in the background. Then we can add a position widget to actually put this cross icon, this close icon. Okay, so inside this position I will have a child, and its position will be from top. It can be again size 40, and then from right also it can be size 20. And yes, this much is required. Icon, I can have a icon button, which why icon button? I can also take inkwell and then put icon, but I will take icon button because I want it to be already having a, you know, the benefit of having a on press already inside this. And when a user click on this, I will just come out of this page. Icon is required definitely, so let's give a icon to it, icon dot, and simply close. Now it's very difficult. It was, see, clear and close are very similar. I am using close, it looks more relevant to the feature. And yes, so color, now there is a tricky part. I will show you. Coloring on this page has to be done from the palette that is being generated. You might have forgot, but I remember it now. Inside this column, I am taking this column out, and it's one of the element in this stack itself, you know. So let's there is some formatting issue because of this. Okay, something is fishy. My image asset ended here, positioned ended here, then column here. Okay, yes, come on, what is going on? Stack. Okay, now it's okay, fine. Okay, yes, so column is on top of everything. It has a sized box which now have 70 by 70 because just after 40 there is a gap, and then this starts. Now it becomes very simple, you know. You already have a name widget, right? And inside this you just need to pass your member. I just want to show you the output first so that you get to know the benefits of creating common widgets whole throughout the app. So if I click on this, I'm going to this thing, and yes, this is the issue. So fit will be box fit dot fit height. Let's see if it runs. Yeah, it runs perfectly. Yes. Okay, Now one more thing, on top of this image assets I want to add a container which takes in complete height, and color again should be right now it is black with opacity 0.5, but again it will come from the palette. So let's see if I click on this. Yeah, it looks beautiful. Now when I click on this, size is little bit smaller. I want to create it a little bit bigger, size underscore 40. Yes, now it's bigger. Also 60 can be the top margin. Yes, it looks beautiful now. And yeah, when I click on this, I go back to the screen, and again similar. So this is how it is happening. Yes, now you want to add a text here. Again the text is into 2 lines, so we already created the name widget, and you just need to pass in the name here, member dot name, and style is nothing but name big style, which I already created with a size 40, and color as white. This you will understand, no worries. Okay, so yes. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, name has come, very good. One thing we can do here is yeah, we can wrap this inside padding, and padding can be okay from, it can be from horizontal symmetry and horizontal, it can be size 20. Let's see. Yeah, it looks good, no problems with that now. But it's on top, right? So there is a size box of 70 which seems to be not working here. Let's see what is the issue with this. So this is a size box, and where I am, this is a team members page. I don't want to deal with that. This is my stack. On top of that image, then the container, then the position widget, and then the padding. So padding seems to be not working. Padding should start. Oh, fine. Okay, after padding this has started. So I would say let's add this size. Okay, it's not a problem. Fine. So let me try to increase it. If I have this thing, one, yes, I have 20. Maybe this is the thing. Yes. So this is the thing. 120 was the perfect size for this. Now I think it would be great to put 40 here, so that it comes more here, but in that case, there is a lot more padding gone from this side, used from this side also. So I will be using only here, going to member details page and using only, left can be 40 and right can be only size underscore 20, right? Fine. So after this name widget, I have another text widget which is similar to my text, this thing, and also there is a size widget. Let's use this component already created in the members detail page, and occupation should be occupation. I have, okay, so it's a description style, and it should be description bold style, right? Let's see. Fine. Why this is not coming properly? So it has to do with cross access element and start. Fine. Now after this padding, I want to give some gap here, and then the text will flow on. So column. Fine. After this column, I want to have a size box. Very less part is remaining. Height as size, say 20, and then it will be a single scroll child view. Inside this child is nothing but a text which has member dot description, style as description style, right, and axis scroll direction axis dot vertical, right, and yeah, this is done. After that I have again a size box. Oh yeah, no, this is the thing. I actually want to wrap inside expanded because I don't want to deal with the sizes anymore, and my flex is something around 3 or 4 here, or it's not a, yes, I will recheck it. I want another expanded widget. Before that I want some size box. Okay, so yeah, after this expanded, it I want it to take three parts of the screen, and I'm not taking yes, I want to take a size box. After this, expanded description will come till here. Then I want to have some size underscore 20, right? And then there will be a text which is nothing but our team members. Is this the same text? Our team members, all in caps. So you can do one thing, to uppercase you can do like this, and style can be given as description bold style. Yep. Now I don't want to use this. I want to make it in a container. There is a reason to take it in a container, because you know that inside when you go to member widget, sorry, wait. So when you go to member widget, there is a compact mode. When the compact mode is, the height of this clipped image is actually 100, and whenever you are creating a horizontal list view, you need to wrap it inside a container, because sometimes it happens like if it is not a expanded widget, then you have to take container, and I cannot take expanded widget here because okay, let me take, and then we will talk. If I take expanded, I take a child, and my child is nothing but a list view. My expanded does not have anything, and this is again a separated, very similar stuff which we have done already. Here I am creating a horizontal list. Okay, so okay, and yes, everything is same. Image, and this time my compact mode will be true, right? Fine. And image path will be number dot image, right? So this is my list view inside expanded. Now let's run it. If I click on this, I have this beautiful thing. Right now it doesn't scroll, so let's go to something which has more text. So this has the text, and it scrolls beautifully. As you can see, this is something so scroll direction axis dot horizontal. Now you will see something. See this height is just touching the sky. One more thing, same image is coming because I didn't take the members index. Now the images has changed, so height is irrelevant. Inside clipped image it has to be 100, right? If I do it 50, then also there is no change. So by this I can understand that my clipped image is taking height just like anything, so I cannot use expanded here. So that's why I have to use 100, and this size you can also declare inside this. Just repeat it, 100 member details, and size as 100. Yes, fine. Now it looks good. Yes, after this size box, you need to add another margin a little bit, and it moved up. Now this height is too much. What should I do now? And it cannot be true. It will be very small. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, it looks good here, but okay, fine. Let's see this one. It is very small text. I want to see a text which is a little bit more. Yeah, for her. Okay, it is taking too much. Let me just check it. Okay, one more thing, let's add a bottom also. So it's near about size 20, because I can see that this is just sticking around, sticking at the bottom. So now it has moved up, and Yes, everything looks great and it looks nice, no problems in that. It is taking its very good height. And yeah, this is done. What I need to do next? Uh, yeah, one more thing. Yeah, nothing, no problems. So now let's use the palette. Fine. What I can do is okay, I will go to my member widget. Inside this, when I click, okay, I want to wait, and I will create a feature of void. Sorry, it completely got void. So void generate palette. Here you can give a image, or you can give a asset image. Okay, a string image path, right, and async. Then we will use a URL inside this method. I want to create a palette generator, right, and this is my palette generator. I want to await palette generator dot from image provider, and my image provider is like, right, so yeah, asset image provider, asset bundle image provider. Yep. No, not like this. You need to provide a asset image, which actually is a extension, is extending asset bundle image provider, right? So inside this asset image you need to pass a path, which is my image path, right, and you need to give a size. So there are some rules actually. Wait, size 1110.150, which is the size of the image right now. And yeah, okay, yes, right. So just a second, let me format it properly. And after this you need to give what you want as the maximum color count. See, size is see, if I go to size, if I go to region, it says that region if it is null, then there was something. Okay, the rule is actually, if you are providing size, you need not provide a region where you want to fix from where you want to you want the colors. Okay, so that's okay. After I have got the colors, what I will do, I will navigate. Okay, now I need context also here, so I need to provide a context, and then from here I can, whenever there is a tab, I can call generate palette, provide in the context, and also give in the member dot image path, right? So let's run it. And before running, I also want to pass this palette generator, palette, simple, and I want to use this palette inside my member details page. So this is nothing but a, okay, palette generator and palette, simple. I will be using this palette. Now what, first of all, I want to remove this black. I don't want to be, so what I want is let's see, I want to use dark, sorry, I want to use the muted color, dark muted color, and let's see how it looks, and take the color out of it. I want you to see what type of colors are actually we are getting. So if I'm clicking this image, okay, no problems. Okay, fine. This will be error, so I know it cannot be like this. Fine. So if I'm running now, if I click on this image again, okay, sorry, too much hurry. Yeah, see, this is the blue color, right? Okay, so this is the blue color that we got. Let's see what is our light muted color. It is this one. What is our dominant color? it is again this one, and this actually changes. If you click on this, dominant color changes, right? So my muted, what is my muted color? Let's see. This is this one. For this, it's this one. So I want dark muted color to be the background of everything, with some opacity. So it actually, yes, I have run it again. If I click on this, it looks like this. It looks, oh, I think it's not working. Let me just remove it. I think it didn't run. If I take this, okay, this is the color. Image is not there, but there is a color now. Okay, I want to do with opacity 0.5. Let's see. Yeah, and 0.5 is very less. 0.7. Now it looks good. 0.8. It looks well. Yeah. Let's see for other images. If I click this, yes, beautiful. So these are definitely different colors, and it makes a very much beautiful impact. I want to change this color also. I just wanted to do this. So I'm going to my name widget. So my name big style, what I'm doing is name big style dot copy with, I am just creating a different copy of this with a different color, and my color is again a palette dot, this time I think it was light muted color dot color, and yes, so color, can you see this? It got changed here. Let's see if muted color is the best fit for this. No. So definitely it's light muted color. Okay, and similarly I apply this color to everything, description bold style also, because this color is very much matching with the color in the background which that image has. Okay, so it looks very beautiful. Palette dot, and I will definitely use this library in future, because it is actually adding very good feel to the text in terms of the color on which it is written, right? Palette, okay. And I don't want to use any other colors. I feel light muted color and dark muted color are the best fit for this type of stuff. And yeah, let's see. So everything is fine. And if I click on, see now, let's see all the images. It looks okay. Yeah, this can be white. We need not to play with the description because it's not bold and nothing is like that. So it looks now good. If I click on this, yes, perfectly fine. Beautiful colors. Yes. Now this one. And I actually came to note that if your images are very big in size, right now my images I have chosen are very less in size. They are just 126 KB, 17 KB, 30 KB, 43, 45, and 99. In terms of Amanda, you might feel there is a little bit time taken to fetch the colors. See, navigation took some time, but for this case, this case, color fetching is very fast. So the smaller the size of the image, the better, the quickly it will try to fetch the colors from the image. Okay, that's a basic concept, you can apply it. Now I want to do one more interesting stuff. I actually am dependent on this returning, and then I am doing this. What if my future means I can return something, and yeah, I can return from here this palette generator, and then I can do this. Yeah, I want to actually do in this way, because I know in my inkwell I want to do this, so that's why. How I can do? Nothing. It should be fairly simpler. So it's my palette. This, yeah. Now what I will do, dot then. So this is my, after it has done, this will be my palette, and I will get that palette inside this. Sorry, yes, and now I can call, oh, I have to again call navigator push. This is just, now I am ending the video, just a little bit more. So guys, if you are liking my content, please let me know in the comment section below, and subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed already. Yeah, And yeah, let me know what type of content do you want to see. Yes, I know a lot of you are you already have requested me for some specific type of contents, but due to lack of time I am not able to actually do it. But yeah, see, you can means once I get the time I will definitely create all the videos. uh, yes, so this is the thing. And guys, I will be posting this on GitHub. My So there are few things. Code Mentor, I want to mention you. I am now on Code Mentor. If you want to get some help from my side, you can come here and ask the questions. Also, yes, my Twitter, you can follow me, and my GitHub also you can see. I post most of my I would say my repositories. So these all my repositories are, I post most of my stuff here. And you can go to any of these and have a look at them. Many of them are means 90% of them are for Flutter, right? Okay, so that's it guys, and I will see you then next. Thank you.